Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes. Welcome to yet another video. Now, I have been rereading a lot of old comic books lately, and I mean a lot. Even though new comic books are coming out already, again, come to think of it, today or tomorrow, no, yesterday, today is the new comic book day. Might check out what came out, but I don't really think I'll read anything. In any case, I have been rereading a lot of comic books, and one of the comics that I have reread was Batman Knightfall, Part 1, which is the notoriously famous storyline in which, spoilers, Bane breaks Batman's back, and afterwards Bruce Wayne is replaced by Azrael for some time in the role of Batman, because Bruce Wayne needs some time for healing and recuperation. But what led to Batman having his back broken by Bane is something that I think makes Batman who he is, and that is why Batman Knightfall is one of my favorite Batman stories. And it actually is an inseparable part of the character and something that I treasure and cherish, not only in the character of Batman, but in reality, in the real world. I believe that people should live like this and according to this standard. Of course, I'm not talking about the fact that people should be Batman or that people should become superheroes or go to like the East and learn from kung fu masters and ninja masters and monks to be the best martial artists, to learn from the best detectives to be the world's greatest detectives. No, I'm talking about not giving up, which the book is all about that. Now, it all started just a teensy bit before this, when Bane emerges. It was actually the first appearance of Bane, who escaped from the prison, later called Santa Prisca, and he wanted to destroy Batman. He wanted to break him! And one of the things that he uses for Batman's destruction is that he helps everybody from Arkham to escape. So there's a massive Arkham breakout. All the villains escape, the lesser ones and the bigger ones, like Joker and the Riddler and Poison Ivy, Killer Croc and people like that. Well, and Batman, being who he is, he takes it upon himself to catch, apprehend and arrest all of them again, right? Of course, there are policemen, the Gotham City Police Department, and firemen, and the official people that should take care of situations like these. But Batman, being who he is, says, no, this is my job, this is my city, I am the Batman, I will take care of them all. Now, even before this, Batman is completely and utterly exhausted. He hasn't rested for days, for months, right? He doesn't sleep much, he doesn't eat much, he just, 24/7, he just runs around Gotham, fights the villains, fights the bad guys, apprehends the muggers and the lesser villains and the bigger villains, and he's gradually depleting his own strength, his stamina, his health, and it ends up with Batman being at the end of his strength, basically. And that is when this story begins. This is Batman, Bruce Wayne with Robin. At this time, at this point, it is Tim Drake, and they are looking at, the villains that escaped. As you can see, there are all the main villains from the Batman's Rogue Gallery, and throughout the book, Batman just runs around Gotham City apprehending them. Here you've got Mad Hatter, right, which is yet another strong, famous Batman villain, and all the time Bane is watching from behind the scenes and looking and observing Batman, waiting for his time to strike, because his ultimate plan is to break Batman once he is at the end of his strengths. Now you've got Maxi Zeers here, another villain. Now this is now if you want to get to know something about Batman villains or learn as much about Batman villains as possible, I do recommend you read Batman Knightfall, because there are truly a lot of them. The ventriloquist plays a huge part in it, who's looking for Scarface throughout the book, because his puppet was taken by the police. So in the meantime, he makes a puppet out of a sock. He calls it Soko, or Socko, and together they're looking for Scarface, right? So you've got more villains here, as you can see, all of them kicking Batman's ass throughout the entire book. Now, Bane is here without the mask, looking from behind the scenes. By the way, the writing is fantastic. It was mainly written by, I believe it was Chuck Dixon, if I'm not wrong. If I'm not completely wrong, yeah, Doug Mensch and Chuck Dixon were the writers, and the pencilers were Jim Aparo, Norm Breyfogle, Graham Nolan, and Jim Ballant. Great art, great stories. Victor Zsasz is here. As I said, I could go on and on and on about all the villains that make an appearance in this book now. But this page is, I think, the page that represents what I was talking about earlier the most. Batman saves the mayor of Gotham City from drowning in the sewers of Gotham that have been flooded, right, by the villains, by Bane. And so this is the scene where he saves the mayor, and then of course Batman goes away, and the mayor is found by Commissioner Gordon and Bullock, and they've got this conversation. Look at that page, and then I will read it out. Now, it's Mayor Kroll. Get the paramedics over here, fast. Dear God, I, says the mayor. And Montoya says, it's all right, Your Honor. You're safe now. And Gordon says, how did you escape the tunnel, Mayor? We just about gave you up. And Mayor Kroll says, he never gave up. Who, Mayor? Who never gave up? Asks Gordon. The Batman. He doesn't know what it means to surrender. Now, that is what I'm talking about, friends. Like, in the face of defeat, in our greatest troublesome moments, in the toughest and the most severe moments in life, I believe that we should still at least try to do as much as possible and to fight till at least a little bit of strength remains in our bodies. And that's what Batman does throughout this entire book. But of course, in the end, even Batman depletes all his strengths, and he even says it in his internal monologue once Bane finally confronts him in Wayne Manor, because he of course finds out that Bruce Wayne is Batman, right here, right? I'll read it out again. So this is Batman's internal monologue while he was fighting Bane. I'll just find the page that I was looking for. Well, in any case, he was talking about the fact that I won't be looking for it. He was talking about the fact that he was fighting. No, here it is. There you go. So he's fighting Bane, and his internal monologue goes, "That's it. Gave my all long ago. And what's left? Not when I've already taken. No, isn't enough. Not when I've already taken more damage than any man can endure. And now feel so bad I want to die. And I am done. So Batman has already taken beating that no man in the world could survive. And he was still going on. And only then, this venom-enhanced Bane, this unnaturally strong Bane that can bend steel, defeats Batman and breaks his back. And leaves him lying on the ground, being broken. Now, when this book came out, I believe it came out at about the time when Superman died. So it was an eventful time for DC Comics and the fans. Let me just sip on my tea because my throat is getting dry. I believe that fans were going crazy about that. Like, oh, so many great things are happening. Like, Superman's dead, Batman's back is broken. This is fantastic. Yeah, of course, everything was okay in the end because you can't really kill Superman forever. Nor Batman, I hope. But it just holds up still. Both the death of Superman and Batman Knightfall. All these stories are evergreen. They have been cult classics, and I hope they will be cult classics forever till the end of time. And only understandably, and these stories would only deserve that. So with this, my friends, the point of this video was really to show you what I think makes Batman and what I think that ordinary people should live by in life. Just fight till the end. So what do you think, my friends? Have you read Batman Knightfall? Or not? Are you going to read Batman Knightfall? There are, by the way, many more volumes that spring out of this part 1 or volume 1. There's even the prelude to Knightfall, which talks about the emergence of Bane and things like that. It has been collected into 3 omnibi, scissors. Yeah, after all, so there's a lot of reading material connected with Batman Knightfall. Then, we are following Azrael as Batman. It's a lot to read, so yeah, I'm going to read that as soon as possible, and I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so my friends, once again, what do you think? Tell me your opinions in the comment section down below. And I will thank you with this and say that you can dislike this video if you don't like it, or like this video if you like it, and subscribe to this unimportant channel of an unimportant geek talking about unimportant things. And you can follow me on Instagram, where I post pictures of my collectibles, my comic book and manga hauls and stuff. But that would be really all, my friends. See you soon, and bye.